We are one of the only organizations out there organizing drivers and letting drivers make all of their own decisions about what legislative proposals they push forward. So all of you have played a part in creating today, whether you know it or not. And I want to tell all of you how brave I think you are for showing up here today and standing up against this multi-billion-dollar monster who continues to pay millions and billions of dollars to their CEOs while we die in our cars, sometimes literally. Right? How many of you get anxiety towards the end of the month because the 80 hours you work a week is not enough to make ends meet?
It's a shame.
How many of you think that a piece of that $8 billion that Travis Kalanick is going to get for this IPO belongs to you? How many of you think that he earned that more than you did?
No! Shame. It's a shame.
You got a chauffeur, we don't.
How many of you think that if we protested Uber every single day that they would do anything other than throw peanuts in front of you like Uber Pro? Who likes Uber Pro? Anybody?
Trash! It's trash!
Chump change! Tired of chump change and peanuts.
No more chump change and peanuts!
No more chump change and peanuts!
So the good news, you guys, is that here in Pennsylvania, every single thing we want can be legislated by our state. The legislation that was passed in 2016 that regulates the work that you do on the roads every day has to be revoted. So we have a key opportunity to pressure our legislators to put our minimum wages into state legislation. So whether it's Uber or whether it's Lyft or whether it's the next San Francisco tech company that wants to mess up our city's transportation system, drivers will be protected. This gentleman right here said you might get a better deal from Trump than Uber.
Surge pay every day! Surge pay every day! Surge pay every day! Surge pay every day!
So real quickly, if you didn't get one of the flyers, there's a couple of things that the union is trying to push for. Number one, if you're in Philadelphia, on our May 21st primary, there is a ballot question. It's ballot question number 4. We are asking you to vote no. Ballot question number 4 would create a separate group of officers whose primary job is traffic enforcement. What happens to you when you get a $76 ticket because Uber didn't bother to set up a safe pickup spot for you? Your whole day's pay is gone. How many of you want there to be safe spots to pull over and pick up?
Some respect.
So is it our fault? Is it our fault that they don't give us an option and they're going to come write us a ticket that may take our entire day's pay? Who should be paying that ticket?
Uber's got the money.
Away with express pull, it's a corner pickup. It's a corner pickup on the corner.
And no more pull at the airport too, right?
No, pools are profanity. Pools and chairs.
So our state legislators have in the past said that they cannot pass this legislation because they do not have access to Uber's data. I see Uber's data standing here in front of me. It is in your hands. And all they need to do is come to us and get it, right? So we have something to say to the legislators of Pennsylvania. No more. We're not putting up with it. We're not taking your excuses. When 2019 comes, all of these things better be in the bills that pass, or we will stop this city from working.
Whose streets?
What's that?
We want to get paid for a deadhead.
We want $20 an hour after expenses, period.
Exactly.
Period.
That's
At
right.
a minimum.
20 an hour, period. 20 an hour, period.
This is based on the $50 coming back.
Right, who pays for it when you get a ticket? Who pays for it when you have to deadhead back from New York? Right? Who pays for it when you have to pay tolls on the return? Who pays for it when the transmission goes out on your car? Who should be paying for it? What do we have to say to
Surge pay every day. Surge pay every day. Surge pay every day. Pay us right or we're gonna fight. Pay us right or we're gonna fight.
Go ahead.
Fair pay.
All right, you guys, give a round of applause for driver Tony.
Don't be scared. Tell them how it is.
Preach.
Guys,
She's not scared.
unaccompanied minors.
I don't pick them up. Not good.
Uber says we're not supposed to pick up unaccompanied minors.
They encourage it every
That's
day.
in our terms of service. We signed a contract with Uber, and it's also in the passengers' terms of service. But the passengers are encouraged to send their children with us, and then if we get into an accident, if something happens to one of us, it's on us, not Uber. When we tell Uber that this child is in our car unaccompanied, Uber says, okay, we'll unpair you. But they don't do anything. They don't stop it. They encourage it. Seat belts, car seats. Yes. Children with no car seat. So the parent says, oh, they had weed or something in their car because we tell Uber that, or we tell the parent that we can't take their child without a car seat. So we're the ones who are told we have to enforce the terms of service. Yes, we get deactivated though if we enforce the terms of service and the passenger doesn't like what it is that we do. So we're trying to keep the children in our city and surrounding areas safe, but we're held responsible in a negative way for doing so. So when we speak with our legislators, I think that should be addressed. Also, deactivation for no reason. People get in our cars on a constant basis, smelling like weed. Many of these people also traffic weed in or other things in our cars. And we're the ones who have to take responsibility for that because Uber says, oh, we'll unpair you.
You're right.
Unpair doesn't help if I get a criminal situation and I don't have any criminal background.
Go pair you guy anyway.
Unpair doesn't help if this person decides they want to harm me.
That's right.
If I tell them I don't want to drive them and we're told, oh, we can do that, we have the risk of being harmed by our passengers. It shouldn't be on us. Yes, it's our car, but we don't know these people.
Bring your dog.
We're trying to give the best service that we can. Am I not correct?
Yes.
Okay, so if we're giving the best service that we can, why won't Uber help us?
It's money.
Exactly.
Drivers gotta stop. Money. Invest in drivers.
So when we speak with our legislators in reference to this, you have thousands, tens of thousands of drivers all over the city, inside the city, outside the city, and these drivers vote.
Yes.
Close to
That's right.
Pay taxes. Lots of
And we pay taxes.
Yeah.
That's right.
But we're like a nuisance. That's not something we did. We don't decide to go to Center City in the middle of the night or whatever during rush hour and sit for 5 minutes. Uber tells us to sit for 5 minutes. What is that? A ticket, right?
No more tickets to drivers.
Also being
More
called an
tickets to the
employee.
drivers. We're picketing. Stop ticketing. We're picketing. Stop ticketing. We're picketing. Stop ticketing. We're picketing. Stop ticketing.
So as far as education, a lot of people ask the question, why do you keep doing this? Why do you keep driving?
Hungry.
Many of us drive because we like the job and would like to be protected while doing the job and would like to be paid what we're worth, but we don't.
And some of us are stuck with a lot of payment.
And we're not even going to speak on the car payments. So you come in with a car, your car is fine, and by the time you're done, like 2 years later, you have no car. And in a lot of cases, if you've decided to do this on a full-time basis, you're stuck.
Buy us cars.
Understood this was supposedly a gig according to Uber. Uber said this was a gig, but Uber also said, oh, you could make a couple of $1,000s a week when a lot of people came in. And they've lowered the amount of money that we make. Why? Yeah, and then they raised the cost of the ride for the rider. So I'm done. Thank you guys.